Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about the major breakout that is occurring right now on Bitcoin. If you've been watching the last few videos, you know that we've been predicting that Bitcoin was going to break above $113,000 and begin rallying all the way back up towards 120. Over the last 12 hours or so, we have seen Bitcoin set a major rally in motion, and we have now moved above $113,000. This is one of our confirmations that Bitcoin is getting ready to head back towards all-time high, and it's a very good sign because a week from today, we are going to have a Fed meeting, which will most likely lead to a rate cut, which will most likely send the stock market and the Bitcoin market on a massive rally. Today, we're going to be talking about the impact of the Fed rate cut coming up. Are we going to see Bitcoin manage to rally up to $120,000 as a result of the inverse head and shoulders pattern we've just seen? Is this a technical confirmation to enter into a long? And I also want to talk about how a lot of exuberance is going to be rolling out of gold into Bitcoin. So, without much further ado, let's get started. There's a lot to cover. Bitcoin currently trades at about $113,700. And over the last few hours, we have seen Bitcoin break a very important level of resistance. It's this level of resistance right here. If we go ahead and turn Lux Algo off, you'll be able to see right here. This was the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders pattern that we have seen building here on Bitcoin for the last couple of weeks. This began getting built right back here around the 24th of August, and it was defined by this slight downtrend, which was our neckline. That neckline, as of approximately 8 a.m. this morning Eastern Time, was broken with Bitcoin rallying up above $113,400. This is a technical breakout that is extremely exciting, and so long as Bitcoin is able to stay above $112,000, a previously extremely important level of support, then we will most likely be seeing Bitcoin go into a major rally over the course of the next couple of weeks, which is exactly what we've been calling for the duration of this week. Now, if you look out on the 8-hour chart, something very exciting is that Lux Algo is actually flashing bullish. As you can see, we have a buy signal with a confirmation from Trendcatcher coming in for the first time ever since this downtrend from $124,500 began. It was very obvious that this corrective movement down to 112 was not deep enough to warrant a rally all the way up to $135,000 to $150,000. So instead, Bitcoin needed to take a larger corrective movement. That corrective movement was defined by this downtrending action line. And once Bitcoin broke this action line, we went into an uptrend. And over the last week or so, we've just been looking for confirmation, really is all we've been doing. We have the inverse head and shoulders pattern that's been being built. We've had this buy signal. We've just been looking for confirmation. And the main thing we've been looking out for is a break above that downtrend that we just discussed, because that would mean that the inverse head and shoulders pattern is entering into play. And the inverse head and shoulders pattern is very exciting because it gives us a price target that you can see right here. You can see this is how we draw a price target on an inverse head and shoulders pattern. For any of you guys that have not gone through the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy yet, what are you doing with your life? If you want to learn TA, I'm the guy. Check it out. Links down below. Anyway, in the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy, you're going to learn about one of the most basic chart formations in the game, which is the head and shoulders / the inverse head and shoulders pattern. And quite simply, the inverse head and shoulders pattern is defined by a neckline, a shoulder line, a left shoulder, a right shoulder, and then the head. And so when you draw an extrapolation from the bottom of the head to the top of the neckline, then you extrapolate that based on where the breakout occurs, and that becomes your price target. And so that's exactly what we do here. We have this inverse head and shoulders pattern right here, and then we take the extrapolation, which is drawn right here. That's about the height of it. We extrapolate it to where the breakout was, and then that points us towards about $120,000. Well, if we've broken this downtrend, and especially if over the next 24 hours we fall back down here and we backtest and bounce off of it, that would be a real confirmation right there, turning the previous resistance into new support. That will show us that Bitcoin is in an uptrend, that the inverse head and shoulders pattern is confirmed, which will mean that that price target is in play. Here's the thing about a price target of $120,000. If Bitcoin goes to $120,000, that will mean that we have broken through the point of control on the visible range volume profile, which means that Bitcoin will have flipped from the bearish side of the market to the bullish side of the market. To get all the way up to 120,000 would necessitate a very bullish Bitcoin. That would also likewise send the daily chart RSI probably up towards 60 or 70, which would mean that we are firmly in the clutches of a bull run, and Bitcoin would probably use enthusiasm that it would gain running to 120,000 to go back to all-time high. Furthermore, if you look at the Fibonacci retracement, you will see that the Fibonacci golden pocket between 0.618 and 0.65 sits right here on top of the visible range volume profile. So With all of this in mind, our near-term price target over the next 7 days or so will be a rally to $118,000. I am expecting that to happen sometime around the Fed decision, which will be coming into play on Wednesday of next week. The Federal Reserve is going to be deciding on whether or not to cut rates. It is basically guaranteed at this point by CME Group, and CME Group is very rarely wrong, that we are going to have at least a 25 basis point rate cut, and there is a 10% likelihood that we're going to see a 50 basis point rate cut. This is extremely exciting, because when interest rates go down, that means less of the capital in the United States economy is given to the Fed, and more of it is kept within the ecosystem for reinvestment, for expansion, for investment, etc. So when you see rates come down, it almost always leads to a major securities rally. And that's what we're already seeing right now. We see the beginning stages of what's probably going to be a major bull run on the S&P 500. S&P 500, or at least the SPY, is most likely going to go all the way up to 1,000 points at some time within just the next 2 years. Probably by the end of 2027, you will see a 1,000-point S&P 500, and you'll also probably see a $5,000 per ounce gold spot price, which is already going through a major rally. And this is kind of the setup that we're looking at for Bitcoin. Right now, stocks are doing very well. Gold's doing very well. Gold has gone through this just absolutely enormous rally of about 9% in like 18 days. It's moving like a cryptocurrency. It's really interesting. But the attention has been off of Bitcoin. But now we have this perfect technical setup on Bitcoin where we're using this inverse head and shoulders pattern to institute a major breakout. We've got the RSI looking very bullish. We're very far away from the 14 interval moving average. It'd be very unlikely that this is just a dead cat bounce at this point. This is almost certainly the real thing. This is almost certainly a real reversal. We have that cross right here. It happened almost 2 weeks ago. MACD is crossing very bullish, very low on the histogram, negative 1,500 points, which means that Bitcoin got the strong correction that it needed. And again, with the technical setup of the Fed rate cut coming, which is going to send gold and the stocks to the moon, but gold and stocks are already very overbought and Bitcoin's not, then where does all that interest that would be going into gold and stocks go? Well, a lot of it's going to go into Bitcoin. And so you've got this perfect storm for the end of September and the beginning of October where Bitcoin is going to go absolutely ballistic. So I'm going to make 2 predictions here today. First and foremost, I believe by the time the rate cut happens, and I'm almost certain that it's going to happen. I agree with CME Group here. By the time the rate cut happens, I expect that Bitcoin will be trading at, or will have at least once traded at or above $118,000. That is our first prediction. I'm going to go ahead and write it out here to make sure we're very clear. 1, by September 17th, Bitcoin hits 118K. That's our first prediction. The second prediction is I believe by October 15th, mid-month, next month, Bitcoin will hit $130,000. That's what I believe is going to happen based on the setup that I see right now. I see the market cycling out of gold into Bitcoin as gold is overextended and Bitcoin is just has an incredible opportunity right in front of it. I think you're going to see a major rally in the next week back up to 118, and by October 15th, I think that Bitcoin is going to rally to $130,000, and that does mean, especially based on today's data with Bitcoin breaking bullish here, that I think that the movement down to $100,000 is currently scrubbed. It could still happen, and so keep very tight stop losses and whatnot. This is the early stages of a new rally, but I personally believe that you are seeing the setup for what is going to be a Bitcoin movement that will send us back to all-time high, which will then institute an altcoin movement, which will send altcoins into an alt season. And I think that October is going to be extremely, extremely bullish for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets. And I want you to succeed in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I mean, that's why I do what I do. I've been doing this on YouTube for almost 8 years. I've been in crypto for over 8 years, and I want to teach you guys how to succeed. And what I want to show you guys, check out some of these trades that people are doing. Plus 100%, right? Some of these people are doing plus 100%, plus 30%, plus 170%, plus 110%, plus 120%. Check out all these trades that people are making. Plus 88%. This is from an hour and a half ago in our Discord server. Plus 52%, right? These are incredible trades that our traders are doing right now. And I want to show you how. The point of technical analysis is to differentiate the intrinsic value, in other words, what a market should be worth, from its market value, which is what it's actually trading at. Right now, Bitcoin is very obviously undervalued compared to where it should be trading. And the same thing is true for altcoins. It is my job then to translate that understanding of technical analysis into profitable trades and investment decisions. And the way that I can do that best is hands-on with the help of the community in the Discord server. But here's the problem. The Discord server can't be free. It's too much value. It's just a mountain of value. People are making so much money over there, thousands and thousands of dollars over there, and learning. And when they do make a mistake, they learn from it and they grow. And it's this iterative process where they get better with time. And I want you to be a part of that. But the problem is I can't give it away for free. That said, if you sign up for 2bit, then signing up for 2bit will basically be like a scholarship for you to get into the Discord server. So if you sign up for 2bit right now, you're going to be able to get access to our Discord server and join all of these winning traders in our group over here for free for a year. All you have to do is sign up for the exchange that we use, which is 2bit, deposit $100, and tell me that's where you're going to do your trading, and you will get access to the first cohort Discord server for free for a year. But on top of that, 2bit's going to give you a bunch of rewards as well. Depending on your trading volume, you will get Ethereum airdrops, which is great. I mean, who doesn't love some free Ethereum, right? And then you'll also get some trial funds here when you deposit money that you can then use to trade with. So this is very exciting here. All these different rewards that are going on over on 2bit. So if you want to sign up for 2bit and get access to the best cryptocurrency trading platform, I highly recommend that you sign up with the link in the description box down below. And you'll also be getting access to an incredible trading interface. I love the trading interface. It's so simple. It's so easy. I love doing my trading over here. And it's also very easy on your phone, on mobile. It's got a really great mobile interface. I love tracking my trades over on mobile. Really easy to enter into, exit out of a trade, even do technical analysis on my phone. Because I don't know about you guys, I'm super busy. I got 3 kids, a wife, I got a business to run, I got a lot to do, so I got to be all over the place all at once. And so it's really nice being able to pull up my phone and have an excellent technical analysis base in 2bit and also a great trading interface. So if you want to start trading with us, the best place to do it is on 2bit, and the best group to do it with is the first cohort trading group. You can get into both of them for free with the links in the description box down below. Sign up for 2bit with our link, deposit $100. Take a screenshot, send it to MalachiPats@CryptoJeb.com. He's our sales and community manager, and he's also active over there in the Discord server. And then you can get access to our Discord server and talk to me and our growing community of over 150 traders right now. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Tell me what you think about where Bitcoin is going in the short to medium term. Do you agree with these two predictions? By September 17th, Bitcoin hits 118K. It might not be at 118K on September 17th, but we've at least hit it once. And by October 15th, Bitcoin will at least have hit $130,000. I believe a new all-time high is coming in October, a new all-time high in November, and probably also a new all-time high in December as well. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this piece of content with someone that you think would find it valuable. And before I go, I love you very much, and I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.